Negative, say nothing further, just city camping in the corner. Alright, I go bottom right. Alright, 10 flight, 62, 1090.
Welcome to Ask the Mountlake Terrace Cop. I'm Teresa Whipple, and I'm here today with Code Enforcement Officer Mike Padgett. It's great to have you here because we got two questions about code enforcement and parking rules and all of that. And we're going to start with the first one, and we'll come back a little later and deal with the second one. But this particular comment is related to when people notice a vehicle being left on a street that doesn't necessarily seem to be in great repair. It might have a flat tire or something else, and it just seems to be there forever. And the question is, what do people do when they notice that? And how do you handle it when you get that kind of a report?
Well, oftentimes we'll get complaints about vehicles that are appearing to be stored on public right-of-way. We have three different options that we will go with. The first one is a written warning. So we have a written warning sheet that has a list of different codes, parking codes that we enforce. And we'll go through and we'll find whatever code is being violated for that particular vehicle. And we will check that box and we will just issue that written warning on the vehicle itself. Oftentimes this will work and it'll help correct the problem just because people are unaware of the fact that they're violating, a city code. Secondly, we have the correction notice. The correction notice it's more of a tool to impound a vehicle. So if we, and there's oftentimes where we can't be out there 24/7 looking at vehicles. So if a vehicle's been sitting there for some time, we can typically tell when a vehicle's been sitting there. We can issue a correction notice. Once we issue this correction notice, that vehicle has 72 hours to move. If the vehicle doesn't move, whether it's due to a flat tire or due to just a vehicle being inoperable, we can impound that vehicle. But what the city and what police likes to do is we like to give everybody the opportunity to correct the violation. We're not out there to impound vehicles. That's an extra cost that the city doesn't want to put on people. So again, we'll do everything we can to give them the opportunity to correct that. The third option we have is a parking infraction. So we have a civil parking fine that we can issue to vehicles. Each violation that the vehicle has, or each violation that the vehicle is in, we can issue a $50 citation. So it can add up. If there's a vehicle out there that's got flat tires, it's being stored on the public street, it's facing the wrong direction, we can issue individual $50 fines for each violation that's being violated. So we have a number of different codes that we enforce that can be found on the city's website.
Okay, and tell me what if somebody notices a vehicle like this or wants to let you know about it, how do they do that?
Absolutely. One of the big things that we rely on other people's eyes out there, because like I was saying before, we can't be out there 24/7. So if anybody notices a vehicle that's in violation of one of our city codes, they have the option to either go online to the City of Mountlake Terrace website. There they can click on a code enforcement link, and that will kind of prompt them on how to file a complaint online. That complaint can either be done anonymously or it can be done with their contact information if they would like a follow-up response to what code enforcement's done. There's also the option of calling Snohomish County 911's non-emergency line. There they can dispatch an officer to go out and look at the problem.
Okay, great. And we'll have that information at the end of the segment, both a link to the online reporting, the phone number, and also a link to the code where people can look it up and make sure that there's a violation going on. So thank you very much for taking the time today, and we will be back soon with another episode of Ask the Mountlake Terrace Cop.
Thank you for having me.